Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Gala games, whose current price stands at the $0.02532 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 0.94%. and in this video I want to give you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot structures and the Fibonacci's, and allow me to kickstart the video here on the daily chart, giving you a brief of what has been happening here on the Gala games chart. You can see that Gala games, from these low prices that you had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.86 mark, in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliott wave count 1 to the upper side. And after seeing the all-time high, we have been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.023 mark, in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliott wave count 2. And after seeing that movement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 before we see a wave 4 and continue pushing even higher in that wave 5 to the upper side. And giving you a measure from the all-time high, you can see that Gala games from the all-time high is down more than 90%, and that means there are chances that we might have seen the bear market low, and very soon we might see that reversal to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3, which is an impulsive wave, and because of that we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that wave 3 to the upper side, and giving you a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 to the upper side using the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $1.338 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect Gala games to do in the next bull market in the formation of that wave 3 before we see a wave 4 and continue pushing even higher in that wave 5 to the upper side. And that is the long-term scenario that I'm expecting to play out here on the Gala games chart. And jumping to the 1 hour chart to give you the short-term scenarios that I expect to play out here on the Gala games chart. Here on the 1 hour chart, you can see I have this movement that you have been seeing over here, which is much of a consolidation, but at some point this movement to the upper side had been obeying the Elliott wave structures, and I had my Elliott wave structure having this as the first wave to the upper side. Then we saw this massive ABC corrective structure over here completing the formation of that wave 2. Then I expected a very nice bounce to the upper side, which we saw over here in the formation of this wave 3. Then I expected a bit of a retracement over here in the formation of a wave 4 before we continue pushing even higher in that wave 5 to the upper side, and giving you a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 using the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gave me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that perfectly lies at around the $0.02787 mark, which is a target area that we almost fully maximized, and there are chances that we saw the high for that wave 3 at around the $0.027 mark, which is so close to our target area. And after seeing that movement, we expected a bit of a retracement over here in the formation of this wave 4, and for that wave 4 to be valid, it needs to hold above the wave 1 high, and you can see the wave 1 high is at around the $0.027 mark, which is within this blue line that I have over here, which we invalidated by so we have invalidated this Elliott wave structure by losing the fib level that is the high for that wave 1, and having done so I have to remove this Elliott wave structure from my charts and view this movement to the upper side as something else, and the only way to view it as is just an ABC corrective structure having this as the wave A, then this as the wave B. Then there are chances that we might continue pushing higher in the formation of that wave C and give us a new high here on the Gala games chart. And once we see that high, then there are chances that the bear market low might not be in, because we might see a 5 wave structure to the lower side. So we need to have that in mind, and giving you a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave C using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave A, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave B. That gives me a minimum target area to the upper side at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.03092 mark, and that still gives me a bullish movement here on the Gala games chart. There are chances that we might continue pushing higher, and for us to have that confirmation to the upper side in the formation of this wave C, we need to continue pushing higher and make a high above the high for this wave A at around the $0.027 mark. Once that happens, then there are chances that Gala games might be getting back above the $0.03 mark. So let's be prepared for that and continue watching those key areas that is that high at around the $0.027 mark. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported here on the 1 hour RSI. On the 1 hour RSI, we are trading at around the 49 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upper side in the formation of that wave C. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices are coming our way, though we are seeing a bit of a decrease in the buying momentum, and that would mean maybe soon we might be able to print a bearish cross. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.